Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Broken Sword 4, the Angel of Death. Let's resume. So, we apparently have a fun little dialogue we could do here, according to the walkthrough. I was doing that puzzle one, might as well just reset it. Let's see if we can actually call him. Nope, we don't have the phone number, so there was something I missed in the previous section, but the important thing was hacking this server. That frankly, I just didn't want to spend the time on it. Well, I understand the idea of a minigame and understand the concept and generally appreciate them somewhat. The truth is, this is just one of the many, almost all minigames, in fact, are bad. They're just bad. They just don't work to serve as a falling action item that would help you recover. Notice that there's an extra mirror here that you don't even need. So there must have been a second way to do it. Phone number request for Sisters of Mercy Wafer Factory. Downloading info. So we couldn't have hacked this until we had already known the name of the location.
Got it. The number for the wafer factory is 0039 06 6981 5956.
So, let's call him. Now we can call him. I don't think we're going to get very many more phone numbers, since the phone's full. One screen's full.
Hello, Sisters of Mercy Communion Wafer Supplies. Sister Serena speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to speak to a Sister Angelica of the Sisters of Mercy, please.
Certainly. Who may I say is calling?
Tell her it's Brother Angus from St. Peregrine's, please.
Just one moment, please. Sister Angelica, phone call.
Hello? Who is this?
Hey, it's Brother Angus. I was just looking through my address book and I thought I'd give you a ring. Yeah, so how's it cooking, baby?
The only Brother Angus I know took a vow of silence 30 years ago.
Yep, that's me. Doesn't time fly when you're being quiet?
I think I preferred you with your mouth shut. Goodbye, Angus.
Well, so much for catching up on my news then.
He just kind of put his hand magically into his pants. They just disappeared when he put the phone up. So, sort of funny line you could have missed there, I guess. And I guess now we finally understand what we were trying to get in this location, but we still don't know in general what we're trying to find out. All I can guess is they want me to man, even though I automatically walked to the apartment, it's gonna make me walk all the way out of the area.
I think I'll go to the Vatican.
So now I know I can use the phone to probably distract and grab the paperwork. And that's probably what I need to get through the door. But there's been no real implication that that's the truth. I don't know what's on the paperwork. I couldn't look at the paperwork. Maybe I could have. Let's just call though.
Hello, Sisters of Mercy Communion Wafer Supplies. Sister Serena speaking. How may I help you?
We asked for
Hello
Sister
there.
Angelica.
Is Angie in, please?
Angie?
Sister Angelica, the one with the lovely smile and the beautiful personality.
I don't know who you mean. Unless... Oh, just one moment, please. Sister Angelica, phone call.
It's kind of a funny thing that they'd have a phone at all, but okay.
It's her schedule for the day. Looks like the health inspector's coming. Here she is. Time to put this back where I found it.
So do I have to right click to do that? And so I will not suspiciously at all say that I am the health inspector. I guess this way, which won't even get me in that other door, but whatever.
Oh, it's you again. How can I help you?
Health inspector.
Right, listen up. My name is Henry Steiner.
He's doing a
I'm
different
the health
voice.
Inspector.
Oh no, not the health inspector. But we thought you weren't coming till tomorrow.
Ha! You think I tell you the real date?
Well,
You think I'm a fool?
no,
Never underestimate the health inspector, my dear.
Yes, of course. So all those questions earlier.
Just checking that the visitors to the sterile zones are being properly monitored.
Of course. Come in and I'll call Sister Angelica and tell her that you're here.
Thank you. How kind you are.
And the door just magically opens wider, with nobody touching.
The Sisters of Mercy welcome you, Mr. Steiner. You're in luck. We're just about to run a batch. My assistant, Sister Serena, will give you the tour.
The complete tour, I hope. No exceptions.
Why is he doing a
Of course.
German
Follow
accent
me,
now?
I
This
better
is
keep
just so
this Steiner
ridiculous.
going Until I can find a way through this place and into the monastery.
So,
This factory has been the center of wafer production in Rome for nearly
why
80
would they
years
even
now.
be
In
suspect
2000, we decided to automate
to
the process.
health
Hence the Communion
inspections?
Companion 5XLI.
I mean, subject to
The
health
Communion
inspection.
Companion 5XLI.
Why, yes.
Carry on.
This machine has revolutionized our wafer production process and maximized output. First, the wafer ingredients are fed into the mixer to make the dough. The dough is then fed along the conveyor and into the cutter. From the cutter, the biscuits are...
Stop.
Oh,
You said biscuits.
I mean wafers.
Yes, you do. Carry on.
Oh. Anyway, the wafers are transferred to the ovens for baking. From the oven, they are cooled in the fresh air. Then the wafers are packed, ready for delivery all over the globe. Thank you for visiting the Sisters of Mercy and enjoy your stay in our beautiful city.
Now, there's a weird dichotomy going on here. You run into nuns who are either beautiful and have lovely personalities, or you run into nuns who are completely kind of abrupt and ugly. It's like, can't you just have something in the middle? So, my guess here is I'm looking at, I'd like to inspect this first.
Please, that's sensitive machinery. Only Sister Angelica may touch the holy machine. And besides, you're not wearing your protective gloves.
Aha! Very good. You're familiar with the Holy Cleanliness Handbook, I see.
Oh, yes, sir. I have a copy of it next to my bed.
He just
Really?
made that up.
You do? I mean, a gold star for you, my dear. Now, why can I not touch the machine without gloves?
Because you'd get the machine dirty?
True. But really, it's to avoid catching the parasites which inhabit the flour in the dough.
Yuck. Is that the truth?
My dear sister, who is the expert?
You are, Mr. Steiner, sir.
So, do I have any gloves? I don't think I do. So I need to like find gloves or get some wafers or cause a distraction Even though we've gotten through the doors, I still don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just trying to get in the building.
That pile of boxes is a health hazard. All it needs is one person to knock them over, and there'll be wasted wafers everywhere. Please, make sure they're safe.
Of course. I'll check them now.
Serena's tidying the boxes. She's not interested in me for the moment.
So let's go ahead and push this box here.
The box is
Lifting with
firmly
her.
taped down. I'm not going to be able to open it quietly that way.
She used a knife on it.
Not while Sister Serena's watching.
Oh, this seems like a distraction thing. Again.
No, 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 no. That still won't do. Look how easily I can tip the boxes over.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steiner. I'll get right on it.
The lives of the innocent are in your hands, my dear. Yeah, it's wrong. But it feels so good, too.
Alright. See, I don't know if I'm supposed to just be really quick on this or what.
Not while Sister Serena's watching.
Like, let's just run this way and click on something else. Let's just run up here. Are we just running? Running? Trying to avoid her? Oh, this doesn't make enough sense.
No! You mustn't do that. It could contaminate the whole batch.
I knew that. I was just testing you.
Thank goodness. If I ruined a whole batch, I'd be exiled to some distant diocese for life.
Let contamination be your enemy, sister.
If somebody is in charge of a wafer factory, they probably should know that whatever yeast they're using in making these wafers is not going to be harmful, even in extreme batches. I mean, maybe if they were cleaning, they'd use a caustic
Please don't touch those, Mr. Steiner.
thing.
Oh, what
But
are they for?
You never know when a church might run dry of wafers or wine.
But surely they should be prepared for the communion.
Anything can happen. Flash flooding, fires.
Acts of God.
Exactly.
they're stocking up for acts of God. Let's ask her about the rosemary.
That's not the right approach.
Am I supposed to go in here?
Going somewhere, Mr. Steiner?
Double check everything. That's my motto.
Not down there, I'm afraid. Papal permission is required to enter the monastery.
Not even the Pope himself can stand in the way of health and safety.
I think you'll find he can. Goodbye.
Oh, God, if I could only get rid of her.
So we gotta get rid of her too. And see, that's the thing, is I just don't think that they would be subject to any health inspections. The Vatican is its own country, with the Pope as the president/Pope. So
Excuse me, but that room is closed off. It's never used.
So, no food processing goes on in there?
It's been locked as long as I've worked here.
I need to get into the monastery, and the door's locked anyway.
interesting. So there's just a door there for no reason. Let's try touching some of the other things, I guess. The camera is acting very wonky. Nope. Stop it, game. Stop it. I want you to walk this way. Nope. Why are you walking away? Why are you not responding? Why are you going the wrong direction? I guess maybe we could touch this.
That oven is extremely hot, Mr. Steiner. Please be careful.
I see no warning sign.
It's not ready.
Not ready? Not ready?
We were expecting you tomorrow.
Dear, oh dear. This will have to go down in my little book.
Oh,
So, there's no warning signs. Let's see. Let's just look at things.
The mixing vat for the wafer production line. This is where the whole process for making wafers starts. The whole batch would be ruined if something went wrong here. The ovens for the machine are fired up and ready to go. The heat, even from this distance, is almost unbearable.
I imagine there's probably more than one person making wafers in a wafer factory. They'd have at least, I think, one person watching each piece of equipment to make sure nothing goes wrong, and spot checkers. You wouldn't want a bunch of broken wafers. Alright. So I can leave, or maybe I could call. Let's see, connect. No devices, call the wafer factory.
I can't get a signal.
So unless I'm supposed to push this and then run and mess with the thing.
No, 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 no. That still won't do. Look how easily I can tip the boxes over.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steiner. I'll get right on it.
The lives of the innocent are in your hands, my dear.
The lives of the
Yeah,
innocent?
It's wrong, but it feels so good, too.
So go. And see, I just don't feel like the game is supposed to do this. Like, touch it. Come on, touch it.
Mr. Steiner, please.
Good, good, alert. That's what I like to see.
And see, she's way over there. And she still caught me. So I've got to do something.
No, 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 no. That still won't do. Look how easily I can tip the boxes
And see,
over.
I'm about
I'm
2 more
sorry,
minutes
Mr.
just
Steiner.
back to the walkthrough.
The
This
lives
game
of the innocent
needs
are
a
in
hint
your
system
hands, my dear.
horribly.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Horribly,
But
horribly.
it feels so good, too.
Like, I know it's this box. I know that the camera is telling me that in this box I'm supposed to do something to knock the secondary box over.
I've got no reason to try that.
Fire.
That's not the right approach. Not while Sister Serena's watching. That's not the right approach.
No, 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 no. That still won't do. Look how easily I can tip the boxes over.
And see, I'm
Mr.
just
Steiner. I'll
banging
get
my
right
head
on it.
against
The
this.
lives of the innocent are in your hands, my dear. Yeah, it's wrong. But it feels so good, too.
I'm just banging my head against this puzzle. Go.
Not while Sister Serena's watching.
See, as soon as that happens, though. Unless I'm supposed to do moldy bread on this. Or give her moldy bread or talk to her.
That's not quite right.
I guess we haven't talked to her, so we could ask a few questions, I guess.
So how does this place connect to the Holy Order?
Oh, the factory backs onto the Holy Order's grounds. This building is just used for wafer production.
So can monks from the Order come in here?
Monks? Heavens no. We are very strict about visitors. The only people allowed in here are cardinals and bishops, and nuns, of course. We have a strict cleanliness policy.
Well, cleanliness is next to godliness.
So how do you enter the Holy Order from here?
There is just one exit, via the rear entrance. But Sister Angelica keeps a careful watch on the door. You never know who might walk in.
Yes, good thinking. Cleanliness must never let down its guard.
Why is he doing the German accent? It's just so ridiculous. So, the mixing vat?
And how are the mixing vats cleaned?
Oh, you're like this. Every week we hold a competition, and the winning nun gets to climb in with a scara.
What wholesome fun that must be. These cutters. What precisely is your cut-to-death ratio?
What?
The relationship between cutter operation aggregates and notifiable fatalities.
Oh,
Are the cutters safe?
Oh, yes, they're safe.
They're safe?
Very safe.
Are they safe?
Well, no?
No,
No, they're not safe.
they're not safe.
No, they're dangerous.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
So they are not safe.
No, they're not safe. Not safe at all.
I see. But are they?
Yes, they're very safe.
They are safe.
Oh, yes, very, very safe.
Good. Simple question, simple answer. That's all I needed. These ovens, do you ever cook pizza in them?
What?
I just wondered. I would, if I were you.
Well, we don't. They are for the holy wafers, not pizzas.
Good answer to a trick question. Never drop your guard, sister. This cooling area, would you eat your dinner off it?
Certainly not.
Aha, not clean enough, eh?
No, of course not. It's for wafers.
But would you lick it?
Mr. Steiner, lick it?
Yes, sister, lick it. Would you?
No.
Very good. Outrage 9 out of 10. Excellent score.
This is ridiculous.
Okay. Thanks, sister.
And then we get the little visual glitch again, and just a chunk of the camera resetting itself. Let me look at this box. Let me look at the other box, and then I'm gonna have to give up.
It says on the side, emergency communion pack, wafers and wine. Emergency pack? Strange concept. Who'd run out of wafers and wine?
A lot of sinners.
That box looks like it's quite precariously balanced. One small movement, and it's gonna fall. The box is being packed with communion wafers.
What happens when we click on this?
Mr. Steiner, this is a clean area.
Yes, I knew that. I was just checking you knew the rule book too. Are you in charge of this area?
Yes, that's where I pack the wafers for dispatch.
So this area is a food-free zone?
Yes, yes, I never eat food in this area.
Never?
No, never.
Never ever?
No, never, ever, ever.
We'll see.
So, moldy bread here.
Sister Serena's watching me like a hawk. Or a sparrow, maybe.
Okay, we
There's no way I
found
can do that.
a solution here. Maybe we push this. See, she
No,
just
no,
always
no,
puts it
that
back in
still
the same
won't do.
place.
Look how
It's so
easily I can
ridiculous.
tip the boxes over.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steiner. I'll get right on it.
The lives of the innocent are in your hands, my dear. Yeah, it's wrong. But it feels so good, too.
And see, it makes a little bit more sense, but it doesn't quite work.
This will shake her for a while.
Like, why have
Sister
that other
Serena,
box
could I see
over
you here
there
for a moment, please?
on the other side?
What is that?
Oh, my word. How on earth? I don't believe it.
Section 12 of Bylaw 38B, Section C, clearly states that all areas for the packing of food must be kept separate from the areas of food consumption. I thought you said you never eat around this area.
I don't know how. Or it can't be. But I never.
This is a clear violation, and the penalty for violations is severe.
Please, please, let me clean it up. I'll double check everything. I don't want to go back to polishing candlesticks.
Ha! Polishing! You should be so lucky. We are talking prison here.
Prison? Holy Mother.
Oh, do stop that ridiculous display.
But I feel so guilty.
And you are. However,
Yes?
if you ensure there's not a scrap of food remaining, I might overlook the matter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll get right on it.
The place has to be spotless.
Of course, of course. Will you be okay looking round on your own?
Well, I shall just have to be. Fantastic. Now I've got the run of the place.
This is... And we didn't even use all the moldy bread, so we're probably going to use it for something else. Let's go ahead and use the knife here and see what happens. We open the box. Inside of it we have...
I'll have that, thank you very much. It's a miniature bottle of red wine with a screw cap. Very classy.
And we can't knock the box over anymore. That was a very inconvenient puzzle just because of that box. What we needed was we needed the box to be in storage somewhere far over here, and then for him to say, I'll have to get rid of Sister whoever, whatever her name is, Serena, before I can open this. So we're opening this.
See into the mixing machine. Large blades are spinning and mixing a fresh batch of dough.
So do I want to put in some moldy bread and then make moldy bread, which really wouldn't hurt it too much because frankly it would just be cooked out in the oven, although it might. Or do I want to put wine in it? Let's just try the bread.
That won't work here.
Alright, then I imagine it's the wine.
I'm a naughty, 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 naughty head inspector. Now all I have to do is let it work its way through.
And close this.
I'm not going to stick my hand in there. I figure they aren't interested in new lines, especially not finger flavor.
So look here.
The chute used to fill the dough mixer is open.
Just close it.
I'm not going to stick my hand in there.
Alright, fine, forget it. Run down this way. It's a waste. It's just more. Look at us. We can do 3D graphics. So let's put everything on the second floor. When they could have just put the funnel to
Now then, Sister
add the
Serena,
wine at
the
the
next batch is ready.
normal level.
I'm sure you appreciate perfection, Mr.
She just
Steiner.
Oh, yes.
appeared
But
behind
I
her.
rarely get to sit outside my own bailiwick, of course.
Bailiwick?
Bless you.
Well, here we go. The next batch of classic wafers.
Oh, dear. So this is the color of perfection?
But how could this happen?
Two little words, Sister Angelica. Sloppy maintenance.
But that machine is cleaned every day.
In this case, it would seem cleanliness is not next to godliness. I have no choice but to close this place down.
Please, no. We have a large order to complete.
Such a shame I was not made more welcome.
Oh, Mr. Steiner, There must be something we can do.
One so rarely hears the word sorry these days. Wouldn't you agree, sister?
Sorry? Oh, I see. Mr. Steiner, I am very sorry for this terrible lapse.
With feeling?
This is so ridiculous.
Very sorry.
Well, I suppose if you can fix it now, then I might overlook the issue. But it has to be spotless.
Of course. You make yourself comfortable, and we'll knuckle down to it.
This is so ridiculous. It's the same solution we just did, repeating itself.
The door's locked and it's not opening. Looks too sturdy to shove open.
But I guess the good news is we can now work our way out.
Locked.
And she locked the door on us, so we know we're not going in
Sister
there.
Angelica's locked the door to her office. Maybe she doesn't trust me.
So now we can just get into the monastery, which is all we wanted to do for like the last 2.5 scenes. This is weird. Either this is a secret door, or this is just a terrible seam in the animation. And I'll be very, very surprised if he decides to do another voice in the next interaction with people. Well, let's see. How long have we been playing now? 9 hours and 14 minutes. It feels kind of like a huge waste of time, honestly. The past 30 minutes, maybe even an hour. All I've been trying to do is figure out what the secret sequence of events were required to get into the monastery, to get back to the story. We've had not what I would call falling action, which is what I would say the minigame is trying to go for. I would just think we have bad action or no action here, because all of this could have been left on the cutting room floor. I could have just walked through a door to get into the monastery to continue to investigate Santa Maria to see if she really is a nun, because that's what we're trying to do right now. That's what we've been trying to do for at least the past hour plus, if not 2 hours, and we haven't made any progress towards that other than getting to the monastery. Anyways, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.